You guys have all heard the saying, less is more, right? Or quality over quantity? Well, that applies in drone videos particularly. Let me show you just exactly what I mean. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Aussie Mark. Thanks very much for tuning in. Let me show you just what I mean by that. I'm about to edit this video and I wanted to show you that it's not always necessary to put up everything that you've recorded on your drone. Yeah, you might think, oh wow, I did a great flight today, I'm just going to upload that. But there are things that are going to make your video look a whole lot better just simply by deleting out bits that you don't actually need to show everybody. People don't really need to see your takeoff. People don't really need to see when your drone's just sitting still in one place. Okay, let's have a look. So this is the footage that I'm trying to edit. This is a piece that I flew over the weekend, and you can see on the screen right now that that's the shot that the drone's got just before it's about to take off. Nobody really needs to see gravel or grass or anything like that. So basically I'm going to scrub through here. I don't really want to see that bit. I'm going to move forward to, now I've marked the points here. You can see I placed markers there just to show you. So that bit there, who needs to see that? Nobody really. No one really needs to see some bollards or some barrier fencing and long grass. But once you start getting up to some interesting footage, so from that point on, if I now go forward, you can see I'm going up fairly high. So what I'm doing there is I'm just going to chop that bit out. Start at the marker, and I'm going to go bang, get rid of that first bit. So that bit's gone. Now I'm going to scroll through, oops, we're going to leave that marker where it is. Scroll through there. Once I got up about as high as that, if I now hit the play button, you'll see that I left that drone sitting there a bit too long. It was just sitting there still. No one really needs to see that. And then it started moving, but I'm going to crop it there and I'll show you why. Because remember this shot here, remember that picture, you can see I've got the road there and then I've got the rail line coming in from the right hand side of the screen. Well, if I hit the play button, if I move the scrub that across to where it starts moving, it actually starts moving from the same spot. Now if I want to put the first part of the footage and the next part together, they're going to start from the same point. I could try and make that seamless, but it's not really going to look that good. So I want to move to the next part where it looks different. So I'm actually going to go to this next marker here, because from there, if I scrub through, if I play, you'll see that's just a gentle scroll through. Then it moved a bit. Oh, I don't want that either. So I'm going to cut it at that marker and get rid of that part. Then I'm going to move to the next marker, which is where it stopped. See if I move there, it just moved that little extra bit. Don't really need that. So I go to the marker and get rid of that. So now that's the second part that I'm going to keep. I might move that up there out of the way. So now if I actually play the next part, why wouldn't I want to keep this bit? Okay, I'll move to starters. Then if I actually, again, similar to the last one, let me just stop that for a minute. If I went to the next part where it moves, and in this particular case, I actually used my gimbal and panned down, I'm going to go over here and to where the pan down starts. It starts from obviously the same point that I was last on. Nobody really needs to see that it's exactly the same point, because you want your different segments of your video to be interesting, to be different to the last piece, to hold the viewer's attention. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, if you have a look at the next marker, I've actually just dropped it that little bit. So there's now less blue sky, and you can see I've already started the pan down. And if I play that, you'll see it continues to pan down to the bridge that features in this particular video. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep that section. So click on the marker just to be sure. Then I'm going to cut that bit out. Then I'm going to go to, where are we? So I'm going to get rid of all of that, and I'm going to, if we scroll through, you can see it got to that point, and then again I stopped, didn't I? Look, See, I stopped before I actually started moving sideways. I was going to do a left panning shot. So once again, I'm going to chop it there. And if I continue to play, see, if I start this left panning shot, it's going to start from the same points as when I stopped from the previous one. Don't really want that. Oh, and look, there's an interesting thing. Did you see that on the, look at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. See, the arm of my, sorry, the leg of my drone actually got in shot. I'm going to get rid of that in a second. Let me show you how I do that first. Okay, so I've cut from there. Now I don't want that. I'm going to actually start my next part from up here at this one. So it's a little bit further along the pan, and it doesn't look quite exactly the same. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of that. Delete. Okay, do I still have the leg in shot? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'll just go along to the end here. You can see this goes all the way up to there, to the next marker that I've put in, and I'm just going to chop that to make sure. Now, how do I get rid of that leg? Basically, let's find where that leg was. See, can you see it there, bottom left-hand corner? Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in ever so slightly. It's really not going to make that much difference. I'm going to go to my Effects tab, go to Camera Zoom, and you can see there it is. There's the leg of the drone. But if I just move in just a fraction, doesn't have to be much. See there where the, that's the area of the footage. Now if I play this same piece of footage, let's go back to the beginning of it. Okay, check it out. See, the leg's gone and you can barely tell any difference. So little things like that actually do make a difference to the quality of your video. Now I could go on, the next part, you can see I did a very quick scroll across to there. It didn't really seem to make much difference, and I wanted a different look, so I decided we're going to feature the road bridge instead of the rail bridge in this one. I'm going to go to that part. This still looks the same because I'm still clicked on camera zoom. If I get out of that, you'll see it goes away there. All right, so then I'm going to get rid of all of that bit that you just saw. I don't really want this quick scroll over here. It doesn't really seem to do a whole lot of interest for me. But once I get to this point, if I play it, have a look. I managed to catch that car crossing the bridge. But if I let it continue a little bit more, it sort of turns a fraction. See that? I don't really want that. I just want a nice clean shot. So I'm going to start at my marker. I'm going to cut it, and we'll get rid of that section behind it. We go to the end of that marker, which is there. Now, if I actually go a little bit further, you'll see that's where the turn is. See, did you notice that? See the turn? Okay. So I'm going to cut before the turn, and then the turn goes there. Okay, I want a different shot again. It's turning a little bit still. If I go to this marker here, from here on, it actually was a nice straight shot as I moved forward and brought the gimbal up to the top of the screen. That'll be the last bit that I show you. So I'm going to go back to there, and oops, sorry, I hit the play button. I meant to hit the cut button. Okay, we're going to split it there, get rid of that bit I don't want, go up to this end bit here, and that's when I hit the sky. I actually don't need to go any further than that, because if I do, you see there's a section where I kind of wobble. Look at that, I'm staying on the sky for too long before I actually decide what I'm going to do next, or I'm dropping down. You can see that? But that's where I'll go for this bit. Look, I won't bore you with the entire edit. I'm just going to split that. Now, if I put all of these together, I'm going to start with this one. Whoops, was that the first bit? I believe it was. The rest of this is just previous stuff that you'll see when I actually upload this video. So I'm going to put all of those together. Whoops, we'll zoom in a fraction. Go to, where was it? Here, I think was the first one, was it? Yeah, there. Okay, so from here on, I'm going to just put all of those bits together. I'm going to go, I want it to cut, and then I want them all to be the same. So I'm going to go to apply to all objects on the track. Now, if I go back let's watch those same bits together. This is the point for which I started with the marker. That's where you saw me make the first cut. And if I scroll through here, so you've got a shot where I'm going up. And I'm actually going to speed that up, I think, because it's going to take too long in the video. So I'll probably double the speed on that part. And you'll see that again. Look for the next video and you'll see that in full. So we'll wait for that to go through, and then it goes to that shot, which is a clean left pan. Then you see it changed again, straight down to the pan down shot. Gets to the end of that one. See, it was different again. I moved that bit. Now you don't have to have a straight cut transition. We could make this a fade transition, for example, where one fades into the other. That probably would look nicer. And get to there and moves to the next one. There's that car crossing the bridge I talked about. And then we move up there. I may not even put these in the same order. Probably won't actually. So I'll stop it there. See, less is more. Take out the bits that are boring. Take out the bits that you don't need. By the time I've tweaked this some more, maybe I'll rearrange those sections so that they flow a little more smoothly. Add some music. And you've got a much more interesting shot. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've learned something. Less is more. Delete out some of your video. You don't need it all, and you'll get much more pleasing shots and much more interesting video that people will want to keep watching. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Cheers.